Love. It's not always like you see in the movies. Paris isn't always romantic. The Eiffel Tower doesn't always sparkle exactly at the right moment. But what if life gave you a chance? What if you could go on the perfect romantic trip to Paris with a special girl you've only met once in your life? Would you take that chance? Well, I did. This is the story of how I surprised my long-distance relationship girlfriend with a perfect romantic trip to Paris. Karen and I only met in person once. In March 2020, my hometown Munich, a few days before the entire world shut down, we had our first and so far only date. It was short and sweet, and even though we spent only a few hours together, I felt that we had a unique connection. There was this one moment in particular when I looked at her and I felt like I was in a dream. Like the world just stopped and it was only us in the here and now. Karen went back to her family in Argentina, and for the next few months we kept in touch through Skype and WhatsApp. We started to talk every day, shared pictures and stories from our lives, sent each other Christmas gifts, and recorded daily videos for each other. As I got to know Karen better and better, my feelings for her started to grow stronger. I realized how much we had in common, how much I liked her, and I couldn't wait to see her again in person. In February 2021, a few days after Valentine's Day, I sent her a very important voice message. Yeah, I think it could be absolutely amazing. We could go on a Europe trip together and see all these amazing sites and make videos about them. And I think it could be super cool. So maybe you could have a break after your exams and we could do it. Karen said yes immediately, and I was overjoyed and excited. And today is the big day. I'm in a taxi right now going to the airport to pick up Karen. I'm super nervous and excited. I've really only seen her once in my life, so technically speaking, this is our second date. And my plan is to surprise her at the airport with a pink limousine and a trip to Paris. I really like this girl so much. This means a lot to me, and I just hope that everything works out well. Okay guys, getting serious. We're gonna go downstairs now. This is the arrival hall of the Munich airport, and we're gonna meet Karen for the first time in a year. Wish me luck. I had to wait a few minutes, and then I finally saw her. Welcome. Oh. Crazy.
Yeah.
Can't believe this is real. You really made it. Here, this is for you.
Thank
A
you.
little welcome gift. Welcome to Munich.
Thanks. Oh.
How was the flight to Munich?
Really good. I sleep again.
Okay. Because you said the first flight was a bit rough, like with the turbulence, right?
Yeah, I feel better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, so glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
That's amazing. Can we do a quick mask?
Yes?
Quick kiss. It was easier before we had to wear masks. Oh man, I'm so happy. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh, okay, I'm glad we met. So let's go. We're gonna go towards the bus stop and have a little surprise for you.
Okay.
You'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, awesome. Let's go.
This is so great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it feels like a dream to me.
Yeah.
Still, like really unreal. So for the surprise, we need to cover your eyes. So we're gonna put on this blindfold, which is an FC Bayern Munich scarf, by the way. So turn it. There we go.
Oh. Okay.
Let's put this on, and I'm just gonna lead you. So this is like a. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Are you blindfolded? Can you see something?
No, nothing.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I'm gonna take you by the hand, and then we're gonna go outside, and then I tell you when to take it off. Okay?
Okay.
We left the airport and walked out into the parking lot. Just stand right there. Okay? And then when I tell you to take off the blindfold, take off the blindfold. That hurt me. Okay, Karen, take off the blindfold.
Me lo saco.
Just pull it off. Take it off.
Oh, so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're going to Paris on the first trip.
That's incredible.
To take off the mask. Oh, I'm glad it worked.
Good luck.
It's definitely one of the craziest things I've ever done.
This is really crazy.
Do you like it?
I love it.
How do you feel? Are you surprised?
I'm so excited. And what is it? This is the car. And this
Oh, we're
car.
going home with this car.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just for taking us home.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
I thought a little modest way to get home, right? Like a little ride. Almost like a regular taxi.
You are crazy.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's go, I guess. I guess I'm gonna open the door here. And welcome.
Okay. Thanks. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna get in on the other side. All right, so we are inside the pink limo now.
I'm so excited now. I can't believe it.
Me too. It feels kind of like really like a celebration now, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm so happy that this worked out. I feel like I can finally relax a little bit. So, and obviously since we're going to Paris, it is time for some champagne. There we go. We're excited. We have about half an hour till we get to my place because we have to go straight home because of quarantine. So that's gonna be ambitious. Let's see how much of the bottle we can get in half an hour. So, cheers.
Cheers.
And welcome to Munich.
Thank
So
you.
happy you're here. And of course, to stick with the France theme, I also got a little snack for us. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
It's macaroons. They're from Munich, but they're French, so I think it counts. Get the pink one. It's kind of the color matches the limousine.
I like pink. So good.
Here we are.
Okay.
This is where I live. Hi. Pink limo.
I can't stop to smile.
We arrived at my apartment where I had set up a few decorations to welcome Karen.
Aww.
Welcome! Welcome to Munich.
So good.
So good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So welcome Karen in lots of different languages.
It's so beautiful.
So now unfortunately we have to stay inside for 5 days due to the quarantine. It's mandatory still in Germany. But yeah, we're trying to make the most of it, and we start by having some Bavarian food.
So here we have a little salad. We have a roast pork,
Roasted pork with dumplings.
roasted pork, and a lot of pretzels that I love it, and cream.
Cream cheese, Bavarian
Cream
cream
cheese.
cheese. Oh my god. It looks very good. Can't wait to try it. And of course,
The best beer.
exactly. So cheers.
Cheers.
The first night in Munich.
Cheers.
So we're having breakfast now, and Karen actually
Hi.
brought a lot of things. What did you bring there?
I bring a little packets of mate. It's for 3 months. It's a mix of different herbs like tea, cherry, orange, and a lot of things that I need to light. And I need hot water that I put the cherry inside, and then the hot water.
And it's amazing. It's like several kilograms of mate right there.
Yeah.
We spent the next few days in quarantine with a mix of German and Argentinian activities, like having sausages, pretzels and beer. Prost!
Prost! Oh wow.
Watching a match of the German soccer team.
Let's go Germany!
Making Argentinian style empanadas. So this is the chicken one. Very good. And drinking the herb liquor Fernet Branca. Cheers! Oh wow, es como medicina. Es muy amargo. And then, after 5 days, Karen was finally allowed to leave the house again.
I'm free!
Exactly. We packed our suitcases and headed to the train station.
So here we are now, finally taking the train. This is the central station in Munich, and we're going to take the train now to go to Paris. Super excited.
We changed trains once, and after a few more hours, we were finally there.
Fresh off the train, we just arrived in Paris.
I love Paris!
Ce sont ces rues qui m'appellent dans le Paris que j'aime.
We took a taxi, and after a beautiful ride through Paris, we arrived at our hotel.
C'est du Paris quand Notre-Dame nous sourit. C'est le Paris qu'on aime.
So Karen and I are getting ready now. We're dressing up a bit because we're going to a pretty fancy restaurant inside a train station, so I think this is gonna be really interesting.
Okay, welcome to a train station. I don't know if we're gonna eat at McDonald's or not, we'll see. And there it is, le Train Bleu.
Okay, this is amazing, and it was really a bit hard to find because there's all this scaffolding on the outside, but this is beautiful. This is easily the fanciest restaurant I've ever been to. And of course, we start with champagne, so cheers!
Cheers.
So, cheers! Santé! As the first course, the restaurant served sliced octopus with chickpea cream and fresh coriander. And then the main course arrived.
So let's start. Here is the salmon.
How do you like it?
Oh wow! It's amazing. It's the best of the world. Oh man.
It's kind of still raw on the inside, kind of like sushi, but it's really well cooked on the outside, and the sauce is just outstanding. So, And then dessert was served.
This is baba au rhum with ice cream, and I want to try it. I can't wait. So now, let's go. It's really good. It's like a party in my mouth too, like the salmon. It's crazy. It's so good.
I thought I was gonna get something really French, so I ordered 3 slices of cheese here, fromage in French, 3 different kinds, but I really think that Karen made the better choice with the giant baba au rhum cake. So Karen and I switched plates now, and hers is definitely my favorite out of the 2. I mean, this is just drenched in rum, you have to imagine, really like dripping with the rum, and then you got the cream and the sweet dough. Oh, it's so delicious, it's just perfection. Truly a special restaurant. It's a beautiful experience for sure. And now we're gonna get an Uber to get to one of the main attractions of Paris, to actually the main attraction of Paris. After a short ride, we arrived at the Place du Trocadéro, the square with the best Eiffel Tower view in all of Paris. The Eiffel Tower started to sparkle, and it was time for me to ask Karen a very important question. We made it to Paris.
Yeah,
This
we did
is
it.
so perfect. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna ask you, do you want to be my girlfriend? ¿Quieres ser mi novia?
Yeah, I want to.
Perfect.
Si quiere.
I took out a red rose that I had brought from Munich.
Cry.
You cry?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I brought it from Munich.
We do.
That's what happens when you kiss too much, you get the lipstick everywhere. And look, we made it just in time, because now, after 1 a.m., that's the last sparkle and the tower turns off, so time to go to bed. And I think this was pretty perfect evening.
It's perfect, like a dream.
So yeah, so I think it's time to go to bed, and then we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good morning, and I guess it's always a good morning if you wake up to a view of the Eiffel Tower. It's so beautiful. Weather seems a bit cloudy today, but the weather forecast is already getting much better, so I hope that this will continue to improve throughout the day. We went to a metro station, bought our tickets, and took the metro to get to our first activity of the day, a French pastry class. Our instructor Laurent gave us lots of tips and tricks for preparing the perfect croissant and pain au chocolat.
Just to say hello to the dough is what I say, because humans are stronger than it necessarily, so you have to control and make sure you manage the dough properly.
And then we got straight to work, cutting the dough, rolling it into the right shape, arranging the pastries on the baking tray, gently brushing them with egg wash, and finally baking them to golden, crunchy perfection. And we just got out of the croissant baking course. How did you like it? How was the course?
It was so funny and interesting, and we did it.
And it was really a serious course, so better get ready
It was too long.
to not make too many mistakes, because it was like 2.5 hours of really hardcore instructions. So
It's really difficult to do it.
yeah, I have a newfound respect for bakers. It is not as easy as you might think. It definitely takes some practice. But I'm quite happy with the result that we got in the end. The croissants tasted really good, and especially pain au chocolat. The pain au chocolat, those were delicious. So we are now at the Café de Flore, which is probably the most famous literary cafe in Paris. It was a famous hangout of Simone de Beauvoir and Jean-Paul Sartre, so very famous French philosophers and writers from the 20th century used to come here, and it still has literary events to this day. It's going to be our lunch spot for today. And because there's gonna be another big dinner today, we decided to only go for something really light. So we're getting salads here. I got the salade niçoise, which is named after the city of Nice in the south of France. It has fish, it has eggs, it has tomatoes, and it's a great way to get some more energy for the day today.
So which salad did you get?
So I choose the flour, salad flour.
Specialty salad.
After a short walk, we arrived at one of the most romantic spots in all of Paris. We are now on the Pont des Arts, which is also known as the Love Bridge, and actually has a pretty sad story that comes with it.
Here is where couples put locks to symbolize their love, that will be their love forever.
There was a fence here on this bridge where people used to put love locks, but it became a big problem because people put millions upon millions of locks, so the bridge was threatening to collapse. So the city of Paris had to remove the locks every few months, and it was becoming quite a big hassle for the city. So they decided to remove that special fence, and now, as you can see, there's just glass, so people can't put locks anymore, which is kind of sad, but it's still one of the prettiest places in Paris, especially around sunset time. This bridge is really beautiful, and it's one of the very few pedestrian bridges across the Seine, which makes it very special. And then directly on the other side of the street here is the Louvre, so the biggest art museum in the world. We don't really have time to visit it today, but we're definitely gonna check it out in our big top things to do in Paris video right here. So let's take a quick look inside and check out the famous pyramid. The 21-meter high-glass pyramid by the Chinese-American architect I.M. Pei acts as the main entrance to the Louvre's incredible collection. It's also a great prop for slightly silly tourist pictures. We took the metro to get to the Abbesse station in the artistic Montmartre district.
Ooh, that was a bit of a workout. The Abbesse station is one of the deepest in all of Paris.
I can't breathe.
We had to climb this giant spiraling staircase to get up here. Let's see if it was worth it.
We left the metro, and after walking a few meters, we arrived at one of the most romantic attractions of Montmartre. We are here at the Love Wall, or Mur de Je t'aime. It has I love you written on it in 250 different languages. So let's make a little test here and see how many ways you know how to say. I start with te quiero.
I love you.
Ich liebe dich.
Te amo.
Je t'aime.
Ich liebe dich.
That was a repetition. I'm not sure if that counts.
Yeah, I know, but I know more. Great challenge.
It's really impressive how many languages there are. Also in the different writing systems, it's beautiful. Alright, are you ready for some steps for a change?
I want no more.
Just to mix it up a bit after all the stairs of the subway station.
Yeah. And after a lot of croissants.
Yeah, it's kind of good to burn off the croissant, that's true. Let's go. Yeah, this is such a beautiful part of Paris, Montmartre. It's the old artists part of town where lots of famous painters and writers used to live. And it's one of my favorite parts of Paris, for sure. With all the little winding streets It's just super picturesque. After climbing some more stairs, we finally arrived at our destination. So now we're in one of my all-time favorite spots in Paris, right in front of the Sacré-Cœur church, because here you get one of the nicest views of the city right in front of you. It's so beautiful, and I think it's the perfect place to have our croissant that we made earlier. Do you have them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bring them. Yeah.
Perfect. Let's try. Ooh. Good, right?
Yeah.
I think they got better now.
Good. Yeah.
It's really, really good. And the view, man, the view. And to get back down here from the hill of Montmartre, we're gonna take the funiculaire, which is part of the regular public transport system here in Paris. So you can use it with your regular ticket. We took the metro again to get to the Champs-Élysées. And just as we arrived on the Champs-Élysées, it's starting to rain, so we're all gonna hurry and try to catch our bus. Let's see. And we're crossing the Champs-Élysées, and as you can see, we're drenched. And there is our bus. The bus. We made it. This Toqué. So we just caught the bus. This is the bus Toqué. So the idea is we're gonna have dinner while going around in this bus through Paris. We're gonna see all the most important sights through the window, and we're gonna have amazing food with it. The first course consisted of monkfish with turmeric, accompanied by mashed beans and Parmesan crumble. What do you think of the bus so far?
It's incredible. Amazing. I can't believe it.
So cheers to our bus trip in Paris. Do you like the wine?
Yeah, I like it.
It's great, I really like it too. So nice. Oops. The second course was a fancy Séville-style gazpacho, or, in other words, a cold tomato soup.
I'm going to try. I'm not sure.
It's cold, right?
Yeah, it's cold. It's not my favorite, I think.
And now the main course arrived. It's veal with a sauce and different seasonal vegetables. It looks really good.
It tastes so good. I like it.
Sur tous les instants qui défilent et se mélangent, c'est ton visage qui se dessine, jamais ne s'efface. Rien ne dure si les souvenirs se remplacent. Quand la vie nous rattrapera, on aura gagné cette histoire.
The fourth course consisted of an assortment of 3 different French cheeses: creamy camembert with truffles, semi-soft morbier, and firm comtal entre deux.
Prends ma main, la nuit est à nous. On ne s'éveillera que pour l'aube de nos plus beaux jours. Que cet instant dure des heures, puis le reste n'est plus peur. En ce moment, rien ne sera comme avant.
The bus Toqué is taking a little break here. So what do you think of the bus?
I think it's so original, and you can see all the most important things in Paris. So now we are in the most beautiful thing of Paris, the Eiffel Tower.
The bus continued its journey, and then the 5th and final course arrived. This is dessert, and we got a cheesecake with raspberries on top. It looks amazing. Let's see what it tastes like. really, really good. There's like a really crisp bottom there with honey and then the raspberry cream on top. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video about our romantic trip to Paris. If you also want to see our video about the top things to do in Paris, then click right here. I would be happy to see you again in the next one. Bye!
Bye!